Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Crimped from CZT Barbara Duel Johnson. Oh, we had so much fun with this tangle on our Tangle Time sessions. And if you don't know, Tangle Time are there free classes that I offer every Thursday. I do an AM and a PM session, 11 AM and 7 PM. My time here in Michigan, that's Eastern time. And sometimes when I pick tangles to share, sometimes I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see. I'm always can't wait to see what everybody does. But this one, the creativeness was just amazing on this. All right, and I will show you the samples that I did. Hopefully, you come and join us sometime. For them, like I said, they're free, and we have a ton of fun. All right, let's see. Let's start off with this. Is essentially can be a fragment. It's just so interesting. I'm gonna do just what the one box would be, because it also could be just a standalone as well. So, being that it does fit into a box or a square, I'm going to put one in here. All right. And pick a diagonal and any diagonal and do it. So I'm gonna go this direction. All right. From here, we're gonna essentially aura the corners, but bringing them in a little bit. And if you've done the Tangle Paradox, it kind of has a little bit of that flavor in it as well, because we're gonna tether the auras here. Maybe that's a better way to put it. And here's just a thought. Well, a couple thoughts. One is you could just start here in the center. You could put dots first. I guess let me give the couple thoughts. Could put the dots. I'm going to do 3. Or you could just start here and, land it in the center there. I'm going to do both here first, just like that. Okay. So that's what it's going to look like. You could just, the way I've had been doing it before the Tangle Time sessions, I just started at the corner and drew up here and then came back down, and it worked sort of just fine. But, putting the dots could add a little extra security. And I just pushed the pen in so it doesn't create a bigger dot. However, what Mom did on her sessions was she did a little bit bigger dot and then filled it in and made them kind of uniform, so that she had dots on all the ends. It just turned out really, really neat. Okay, so all of these, I'm just thinking straight line to the corner like that, and then we're gonna flip it, do the same thing on the other side. What do I have here? I have 3 in the middle. There you go. And you can have fun with, I know Barbara had said she was on the AM call, and she said, you could leave the center open a little bit more for some extra fun. But that's the fun of tangling, right? Is playing with it. We get the tangle down, and then, learn the rules, and then you can break the rules type of thing. Like that. There we have it. Okay. Now, if you wanted, so you could have it just like this, and that could be, a feature tangle, could be a fill-in type of tangle, so you could just have it be like that. Oh, do take a look at the For More Inspiration link so you can see Barbara's sample, because she had some that were, say like this, and dangling from something, so you can have fun with it that way. I know today on the Tangle Time sessions we had some that did a bunch of these just kind of separate. I'm dancing it around like as if they were a bunch of separate ones, but that's what they did. That was fun. You could, and I will do some shading in a moment, but I wanted to share these because I did these in a grid, The one thing I haven't done, maybe I should. Maybe I should right now. And that is, well, here, let me just share. So this one, I made it like a fragment, right? And I've turned it this way, you know, so we have the straight line, that first diagonal is going like this around the center. This one, here's what I was thinking. I'm like, I didn't do one where they're all going the same direction. Maybe I'll play with it afterwards, and then I'll add. You'll already know because you'll have seen that and say, why isn't she talking about that one? Because you are seeing the future. All right, this one, the diagonals, I did it, you know, as an X, so they were all pointing in towards the center. And I wanted to do this before shading so you could see just how interesting they are. Just in and of themselves, and all of this fun that you get to play with. I had a thought and lost it. Okay. So here's some shading ideas. Well, I guess we're going to use that one. Okay. Let's start with this because they all have a little bit different idea in my mind. This one, I'm working to go on the outside. You know, and we can go right down the center too, because that turned out neat. Sorry about that. Apparently I did not mute. There we go. Ooh, and just without even using the Tortillion. It's taking some shape. I'm gonna, oh, and heck, the outside is not just, at least for this one, I'm doing it singularly. It's not just the outside of the box. It becomes one of the layers. Oh, you know what? And I, inspired by what a couple people did today, I'm going to try something else maybe on the other side. This one. It's not moving the graphite as it normally does. I found a good spot, apparently. Well, no, not there. You know, this, I was using the General's 555 layout pencil. It's a little bit different than regular graphite. And it's interesting. I like it. It seems to not have as much of the shine as regular graphite. But kind of with that, it seems to, like, I have some of the matte graphites from Faber-Castell, and they're like, the only description I can have is they feel like they're sticky. They're a little tacky when you're drawing with them versus regular graphite, which is just smooth. Probably whatever makes it shiny. That's why you use graphite for lubricating things, right? Okay, look at that, how neat that is. Now, here's the thought that I'm having. I wish we would just do it with a 5 on the other side. Because some of these are about experimenting and playing, right? I'm redefining these lines. That's the danger right there. Well, let's just finish that. You know, if it ends up going a little bit thicker, then... Oh, yeah, you know what? Okay, let's do this. I'm going to get just the one side. And actually on that bottom side where it went thicker already, I'm going to move to a 10. Let's carefully redefine that. I might just flip and do this on the other side. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Look at how neat that looks. Just by changing the thickness. I'm gonna leave it like that because that looks cool. And it's just a fun example of the stuff that you can do. All right. Now, you know, I'm going to do these the same way just because it's so fascinating. Okay. And that is, I'm going to put graphite, kind of connecting the dots here. And this I'm going to go all the way to the center. So just where there's a corner, connecting the corners, I should say, not the dots. I did this on the other one, and I'll show on this one, and it turns I know what that's going to look like already because that's what I was doing on the Tangle Time sessions, and oh my gosh, it's so neat. Okay, and then I'm going to bring the graphite out kind of to both sides. Oh, and how can I not do where it gathers? That is important. Although it is hard to see sometimes. This is what I call eyeball confused. Okay. Oops. Well, let's just use what's left on the tortillon there. I'll come back to that one too. I keep adding, after I'm done one of these, I'm treating it like a palette. Did I get them all? I think I did. Look at how shiny that looks. You know, and you could do more by, having it come out, to each side a little bit more, up to you. But that's an idea. And of course, you have all of this room that you can put tangles in and all kinds of stuff. All right, now, same thing on this one. Connecting the corners. I'll do that first. You can see already, just by connecting those corners, look at the different shape that we've created. It's almost, it's so fun because it's almost not recognizable from where we started. Oops. Now, if we add in where they gather, center is much easier to find. All right. Okay. Because I want to leave that part open. That's why my brain's going, wait, where? All right, last one. Okay. My brain is going, yes, tip of the tortillon. Where you want it the darkest, or the line I don't want it to go over. Just look at how completely different, just by changing the direction of that first diagonal. And I highly recommend, if you're going to do something like in a grid form, I find it works best to lay out that initial diagonal line first, because I've done it where like, well, and then I forgot what I was doing type of thing. So really, really, really neat tangle. All right. I hope that you have enjoyed this. And if you haven't, I'm going to start on the next one right here while I'm talking to you, but not with that pen. That's a little bit too thick. All right. If you've enjoyed it, again, and I hope you have, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. In the description section, I mentioned that you will find links to the step outs, and I always do my own version and then link to the creator of the tangle. I might as well let you see the whole thing, huh? Then below that is my link tree. Oh, but wait, I didn't show you. Let me do that first. My link tree, and there you will find, if you want to connect, if you want to take classes, let me show you this before I finish this. So this is some of the fun that we had today on our Tangle Time session. This is the way I decided I wanted to do it. Just by the way, this is called Forest 2 also by Barbara Duel Johnson, CZT. And this will be tomorrow's Daily Tangle, just a hint. It's so cute, isn't it? And this is Dot Ball. We've done this one a long time ago, but another Barbara Duel Johnson one. So yeah, I was enamored with how this shape turned out. So that was what I decided I wanted to play with here. And then same thing on our PM session, but I wanted to use black and just have the extra fun with it. So and that's why I was like, well, I should do it the opposite way so you can see. But this is the kind of fun that we have on our Tangle Time sessions. You get to pick however you want to do it. That's completely up to you. So it's a fun way to just be creative, and you're not, the only thing that really ties us together is the tangle, and however you want to do it is however you want to do it. Okay, so let me set this because so that way I don't I'm going to do them all the same direction. Okay, that way I'm straight, because this one I think, yeah, you could only, yeah, let's see, wait, you can turn it this way, this way. Well, yeah. Yeah, it just depends on how you construct it, because I'm thinking, sorry, I'm talking, brain is going faster than my mouth. Yeah, because these two, yeah, it's, what did Rick call it? Category 2. Because, you can only turn it, a couple of ways and you'll get something different. But this, we'll see what it looks like without any, without turning it at all. And I'm going to just make them, we'll just do 2 here. All right, so on the link tree, you will find, again, all of my social media, links to my website, links back to this YouTube channel. So if it's something that you do enjoy and you want to bookmark, feel free. There are a couple links for classes. So I have Eventbrite and Facebook. So that's the easiest way as of right now. If you are interested in tangling with me and a bunch of other Tangle addicts online, and we would love to have you come and join us. It's easier that way because then it shows up in your time zone. And if you click that, you're going or to register for it, then you'll get reminders and stuff like that. And someday I will have something set up outside of that. I have a manual system. So if you really, really like it and you have a challenge with either Facebook or the Eventbrite, you can always let me know and I can add you to that list. And I send the invitations right from the platform. All right. What else is there? Well, speaking of our Tangle Addicts, fellow Tangle Addicts and our Tangle Addicts community, we have a private group on Facebook. So there's a link for that. Click it, answer the 4 questions, and then we will let you in. And it's just fun. It's such a great group of people, so positive. Everybody understands that it's not about the end result. It's about your journey and the fact that you're doing it. Ooh, look how interesting that is. I'm going to do the same shading. And we'll see what meta patterns show up. I had to think, is that the right word? Yes, that's the right word. And that's what's fun about using the tangles as, the fragment idea, and, taking it and turning it different ways in your grid or reticula of choice. All right. Let's see what else is on the link tree. Well, we've got some, I have an enabler alert Amazon store, which I've curated some lists of the stuff that I use, the stuff that Mom uses, and some of our other folks use. So I unless we've tried it, I haven't put it on there. And it's a bunch of lists of things that you can tangle on. Oh, that is turning out interesting. All right, now let's do the where things gather. I might do this one at a time. Just for my little brains. But yeah, I mean, the link tree is self-explanatory. I just like to make sure to highlight those couple things just because. You will see a list of the classes on the website, so you can see some of the other things that we've done. On Tuesday, I mentioned I teach on Tuesday and Thursday. Thursday is always free. It's always Tangle time. Tuesday, those ones generally have a fee, or, actually on the 3rd Tuesday of the month is called Tough Tangle Tuesday. That one is free as well. And then the 1st Tuesday of the month, I have an exclusive class. Actually, it's a game that we play called Razamatanga. And, oh, that's just interesting. It's just shiny all over. That's very cool. And it's a lot of fun. And so if you you come, and if you enjoy the classes and you think that you would take at least, I don't know, 1.5 classes a month, not even that. That's the price of the subscription membership club. So it's a good deal if you plan on taking classes, or even if you can't take them live, but you want access to the replays, because I always make the replays available. Both sessions, you're invited to both sessions of everything, and you get all of the replays as well. But it's a good deal, if I do say so myself. All right. What a fun tangle this was. All right. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed it again. Yeah, so much fun. And I thank you so very much for watching and having fun with me. And with that, I wish you happy tangling.